Sweet. Hey, hey, Stokes. Welcome to Dama News, weekly Dama News. It was supposed to happen yesterday, but I had some recording with another project, and then I was kind of tired. Was leaning on doing it, but I was like, no, I gotta wake up early. Gotta make like pancakes for the family and stuff. Cause hey, guess what? Father's Day. So fathers just keep on working. We just keep on grinding. And I was like gonna go get a drink right before this, because like all the time when I do these live news, my throat gets parched. So I was like, let me get some water before, because I already noticed that I was running late, 2 minutes late. And I was like, yo, Father's Day, I'm gonna grab one of these nice beers. I got a nice Koedo craft beer from my town, Kawagoe. It's a Matsuri ale. Matsuri means festival. So there is no festival. There's a huge festival usually that happens in October here in Kawagoe, one of the biggest in the Kanto region. And so I guess they decided to make a special beer commemorating it, or the lack of it. And just it's such a dope cover. But ooh, hey, there's some hops in there. It says it's an ale. Cheers, everyone. Good morning. What are you drinking? Probably not beer. If you are, you have problems. That's probably not a good thing. But hey, to each their own. I'm going to be covering up some of the news that has been happening in this week. There's been a bunch of different things that have been happening. If you're new, every week I jump on KENDERTAINMENT doing live streams. I'm on YouTube as well as Instagram. What's up, everyone? I got to hit that wave Jim Jam. Got to make some coffee. Got to go make the coffee. And Cafe Kendama, Adam is always grinding, literally, as well as, figurative, not figuratively, just literally all the time, just on the grind. Coffee beans, as well as awesome podcast kendama content. Dude is always ripping it. Yeah. No, this is I mean, it's such a weird thing, because for me, all the families sleep, and it's easy for me to do this now compared to in the morning when everyone would be jamming, having their drinks. But yeah, so it's good times for me. It's actually really good. I better get a few of those before they stop. It's just a seasonal thing. Okay. Anyways, what's happening? Me, just like all of you people who are mostly on Instagram, because that's where kendama thrives. There was forums. There's Downspike, British Kendama Association. Was there anything else? Oh, okay. There's the Discord, which I haven't gone so much. And then there's a whole Twitch family who is just revolved around sweets, because they're the ones doing it. Not the only ones doing it, but they're doing it. Nobody can argue that. But over on Instagram, it's where a lot of people are. So that's where you can see a lot of the news. Even though if you are a kendama nerd, like all of us are. So if you're watching this, you're probably kendama nerd. So you already know pretty much what I'm going to talk about. But I like to open this space up for all of us to kind of talk about it a little bit. Of course, if you're on YouTube, you can leave a comment talking about something that I'm bringing up, whatever the topic is at the point or at the moment. And then same with on Instagram, if anyone wants to let me know if I missed something, or chime in on some facts, give actual facts or something, correct me or give me extra info. That's what it's about. Community. It's not just like one-way street on this Dama news program. Okay, so let me go and open my saved posts throughout the week. Just go through saved, and I actually noticed that there was a lot. I was thinking like yesterday, I was like, maybe there's not so much that I can talk about. But no, there's a good amount. There's a good amount. Okay, so let's start off with what should we start off with? Big stuff, big events. Kendama World Cup, KWC 2021 is happening online. But if some of you noticed, like in the past few online events, there has been a few people, some homies that live close to one another, and they could gather and they have a house. The Chrome heads did it a bunch of times. They had the Chrome house. So this is pretty interesting. Gloken is kind of sub-sponsoring different venues, kendama venues like, Mumu Shop. I forgot who else it was. There's a bunch of different ones. Of course, the Yume Shop in Hatsukaichi in Hiroshima, and they're creating like these places, these hubs where people can actually go gather and enjoy the World Cup, not full 100% with all your homies and stuff, but it's still there. It's something. So I think that's a very interesting thing, especially in regards to the situation of COVID, the pandemic here in Japan. We still have like, dudes, like less than 5% of citizens vaccinated. Yeah. Mm. Don't worry, Kendama Dines. I will get to that bracket from Kendama Rama drama, right? Yeah, yeah, I saw it. That's dope. Okay, but yeah, Kendama World Cup. But in any case, so that's what's happening in Japan. So if you live in Japan, then you have an option to go to one of these hubs and enjoy the Kendama World Cup with your friends. And that's pretty sweet because that's what it was all about. That's what kendama is all about, Mayo. And but entries open. So start jumping on the Gloken website and enter to the Kendama World Cup because it's happening. Of course, who's gonna take it? Um, if you follow me, you know that I live in the same town as Sue Lab, so I frequent. Sue's my homeboy. Home, yeah. And I asked him, I was like, "Yo, so what do you think? Who's gonna go? Like, how's Monty looking? How's Takuya looking?" And of course, he's like, as usual, they're both ridiculous. But there's like a new sense of pressure, of course, for Takuya because he's returning champ, and definitely understandable. When he first went through it, there was nothing. There's nothing really big on the table for him. It's like, of course, like maybe he could get it, yeah, but he probably didn't think he could get it until the end. Okay, yeah, you're champ, dude, and now he's got to return. Of course, he wants to keep the title, so the pressure is going to be on. We'll see how he performs on the day. And they're probably gonna have a little Sulab hub going on right there to talk about, or not to talk about, to enjoy the Kendama World Cup with the Sulab team players. So that's what's happening. I think here in Japan. Is there any other Japan news? Oh, there is, and I totally forgot about it. Dude, there was a lot. Dudes and dudettes, there's a lot of stuff that happened this week. So let's see if I can remember it. Ken Hole. You guys know Ken Hole? Shinosuke, little Shinchan, who used to have super long hair, and then he chopped it all off. Dude's awesome. He donates it. And they have created, so his dad has a company, Ken Hall. If you guys know the Ken Hall Reamers, funny name. Ken Hall is like a brand that is about kendama, and they've recently started to make kendamas, the all kendamas, working with Nobu of 430 fame, MC of the World Cup, and Catch and Flow organizer, as well as Yamagata Kobo, Yamagata Woodwork Factory, who are the creators of the Ozora kendamas. So they have kendamas rolling out there. Any case, Ken Hall has created I didn't understand the whole thing. I need to read it. It's, of course, it's all in Japanese, and I can only read like probably 30% of it. So I got to go in. Maybe I should just hit them up to really get the good details of it. But it's an event where they have like, it's like an art competition, I believe, of kendama art competition. But it's like at a venue. There's going to be actual like art directors of specific brands that will be there. Seems like a pretty cool thing. Nobu of course is going to be there as one of the judges. Super rad. I'm looking into it. I need to look into it more because I'd like to try to enter to this thing, see what goes down. But it's definitely something that is unique that I haven't seen happen almost anywhere, unless it was like a really small group effort. Or, of course, we know the GT Canvas, that there was a mini art show, web art show that happened, but no real competition. I guess you could say it was kind of a competition because there was the auctions that went at the end. But in any case, this is a very cool thing that is happening again in Japan. What else? What else? What else? Oh, we got Soul Collab. Soul Collab with Patrick. If you guys don't know Patrick, he is a kendama. Let me take a sip. I was just like holding it to my face, and I could smell it. I was like, oh, I got to sip. Okay. Patrick, the homie over down in Osaka, and Soul Kendamas did a collaboration. Patrick has done so many different illustrations for so many different kendama groups or teams here in Japan. Done a lot of designs for t-shirts. Has done designs for Zumadanke, Tabinoko sisters, Noah and Yua's little unit that they have, and very unique style. Definitely go check it out. There's a lot of homies here in Japan who have jumped into the art space. There's Mimoe and there's Masako, and Patrick is definitely one of those people who have a unique style and is totally revolves not only around kendama. Of course, they have they've been doing art on their own for a while in other fields, but they really are in the scene of kendama, so they do a lot of kendama art. So it's really cool that he got a collab with Soul. Soul's always making so many different types of collabs and stuff. And there's the Rakugaki. Rakugaki just means to draw in Japanese. It's just like drawing. Very simple. But yeah, so he's got some very intricate, that's what he does, very intricate, detailed, a lot of funny, maybe on the edge of grotesque characters, but it's very cartoony like. As you see, it's three-eyed dog. But so that's cool. So it's on the Soul 1-Up shape, Beach Tama, I believe. My memory serves me correct. Okay, sweet. So that's what happened. Kind of connected to Japan. What else we got? Okay, still connected to Japan. Grain Theory released 2 new TC team collaboration kendamas. The Steph and the Aventis. Very, very cool. I saw the logos first last week. What was it? On Thursday, they released it on Instagram. And I was like, oh, what's this? I had really had no idea. And I forgot what set it off now because I had like a moment in my head where I was like, oh, that's Steph. Oh, like without looking at the comments down below because people were already saying it. I felt like I was like MacGyver, not even MacGyver, like Sherlock for a second. I forgot what it was. Damn. I just remember being like so excited because I figured it out because I had no idea what it was. I thought like Aventis one was like some sort of like Transformer jam, and looking at it, I was like, what are the letters? I forgot what his real name is. Abe is his last name. Any case, and then Steph S. Lucier. I'm horrible. It's her last name. It's not written here. You'll know Steph. Come on, GT. She's been on so many different teams in the past too. You guys know that she was on Kenko for a bit. Holy sweat. But yeah, now she's getting a mod, and she had a Spectraply back in the day with GT, and we all know Spectraplies are going to be expensive, and there's a good chance that they might chip. So maybe some people were like, oh, I'm not going to get it, which kind of sucks because that was one way that we could support this super OG woman kendama player. And now here's like almost a better way because they're mass produced, great paint, great shape that we already know. And so it's a really cool thing that I think GT is like opening up, releasing kendamas that are not only premium. Of course they have those, and that's what they started on. That was their foundation, but they're including now these kendamas that we can all enjoy because that's what we want to do, especially support. That's like a huge thing. So I'm very interested to see if anyone would, if they would be doing that in the future for like their pros even. Like, would that be cool? I think that would kind of be cool. Like if you could get an Adrian Esteban $40 kendama. No? Yes? Like the Hungary Factory could definitely give it a try and give that at least his shape is very unique. But even if it wasn't their shape, even if it was a TC shape, but just a specific kind of theme to it, I think that'd be pretty sweet. pretty cool to be able to support the team more. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Man, this is taking a while. Um, exactly, right? I think they could make the shapes in definitely like the Hyundai factory, the factory guys that if you guys and girls don't know, they make pretty much everyone's kendamas. Everyone's. It's pretty ridiculous when you think about it. They have a monopoly, massive monopoly on kendamas that are being made, and pretty much everyone makes them there, unless it's specified if it's like over like within the U.S. or here in Japan. But they could make it. The only thing is that the quality is going to be dropped severely, and we know like Grain Theory really takes pride in their quality, the craftsmanship of their damas. So I doubt that they would do that. So that's why I was kind of thinking like just do a TC shape of like a Tio mod. Like that'd be pretty sweet. Just make it the Tama like look like a mason jar. But those are two new damas that are up on the site, so go check that out. Yeah, and exactly, new lace. Pretty much everyone's paint. Everyone's thinking about, oh, this paint, that paint, this paint. The only paints that are different are going to be the Kush clear from Sweets. Anything from Iwata, Mugen Muso's. That's very specific. That's his hand created stuff. If you go dig deep and maybe order a sour mash from him himself, he's busy tattooing now though. And then of course Sulab with the friction clears. I think that's it. Oh wait, no. What am I talking about? Oh, come on. Kendama Israel has their Rhino clear. And oh, there's a new one, dudes. Help me out. Yeah, Rhino clear. Yeah. It's Kendama Israel ISR. There was one more, I feel like, that came up recently. Kind of recently. That was kind of big. Not so small. In-house paints, mostly. Yeah. Oh, okay. There's a Fletch clear from Artemis. Interesting. There we go. There's some new information getting thrown around, especially with the smaller companies in the US, because I really have no clue besides what I see on online on Instagram. And if they're not super active at talking about that stuff, it might just fly over my head. Brick clear, right? See, but yeah, there's a lot of, but who is it? Is it really handmade? There's a, or is it hand painted? We're not so sure, because anyone could just put like, okay, it's sticky AF, it's lol clear, but it's all the same clear pretty much. I think there might be different types of like, actually, I'm not gonna say that because I really don't know. I was gonna say like maybe there's different types of coatings, like, oh yeah, we want to put like 3 layers of coatings of the sticky, and we want to put only 3, or instead of 3, we want to put like 5, and with the rubber mat, we want to do this, blah blah blah. There might be that option even with Hyundai factories, but I'm not sure. I'm not positive, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. But in any case, it's for the price, it's not bad. Where you look at other kendamas, maybe I think the Rhino clears is a really fair price. Sulab Tamas, the friction clears, I think are okay, because if you get a Tama option only, it's like what, like $35 or something. The whole kendama, if you get an absolute, it's what, $80, as well as most people know, they don't make in big batches, so it's kind of hard to get one. Any case, hey, there we talk about paints for a while. Let's roll over to another company who does paints very well. Sweets. They were known for hand painting their kendamas back in the day. That was their like key point of their key selling point, because everyone had Chinese made kendamas, but Sweets had the special paint that they did, and they released. I guess this is kind of old news now. Oh, when was this? Oh, 4 days ago. That's not bad. Their 2021 Pride Dama is out. Very interesting that they continue to put a little spin on the Pride flag, the rainbow colored flag. Of course, keeping the white's always good. You want good tracking, and it fits well with the rest of the rainbow spectrum. Hey, so it looks cool. It's very cool that they decided to change the option of the Kens to the Purple Heart and Zebrano. Oh, and they painted the whole black. I was a little concerned about like I guess in retrospect, like that should work because the painted Tama on the bottom half is all white, but then the bevel is completely blacked out. I don't know. I'd have to play. It might be better, but in my mind, I kind of felt like maybe just a black rim around the bevel would have been enough. Maybe kind of a thick one if you want. Yeah. So that's cool. And then they released their Splice V4. You guys see this? A homie actually hit me up on Instagram, DM'd me right away when they announced it, and is like, MJ, I know you've been on the hunt. Here's the new Splice that's out, and they probably have known that I've been even now like waiting for the next one. Talk about Splice 2 came out, Splice 3 came out, and like it's not my jam particularly. So this one came out. It is definitely more intricate, the types of woods that are involved in it. You got different layers, slabs of paddock or paduk, however you want to say it. Walnuts, of course, maples, purple heart maple, walnut. I'm interested to see like some new, because they're like really just playing with the different variations of where those slices are placed, but it's all the same woods, right? There's maple in there, and there's purple heart and walnut. Those are pretty much guaranteed going to be in there. Like maple, of course, the base is going to be maple, and then walnut's going to be in there somewhere, and then the extra on top is purple heart. In this case, they had the paduk. But still, it wasn't to my liking, to tell you the truth. It definitely looks cooler than the past two. Like they're all sweet dudes and dudettes. They're all cool, but the last two are like more like on the super meh side, super meh side, and then this one did looks better. But then so I was like, yeah. Right, the paduk. I forgot who said it first. I always heard paddock, and then I went to like some fair when I was in the States like years ago, and they were selling like knives that had paddock handles, and when they were like selling it, they were talking about, oh, this one's paduk. I was like, is that how you say it? But hey, whatever. Tomato, I guess, but no one says tomato. But in any case, if you didn't know, homie Chris in Japan hooked me up, and bow, I got the V1, dudes. I think I'm pretty stoked on that. It's pretty amazing. I got this thing. I haven't opened it up yet. I'm touching it just through the hole, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait just for a little bit, but that's all I need. That thing is just beautiful. I don't know what it is. I think it's just like the color. And this one's got cherry. Okay, no, the other one's had cherry. This one doesn't have cherry. Okay, no ash so far. Unless it has the beach top. There's no beach in this recent one. No ash, no wenge, no what's another common one? No zebrano, and no bamboos hiding in there anywhere. So we'll see how far this splice goes. Maybe there's no ending point right now. We don't know if there's already like a set, like there's going to be a collection of 10 and then that's it. We don't know. Maybe they're just going to keep on going, like the V, like the paint V. I don't know what those are called. The custom paint Vs, right? Ebony. Yeah, there's another one that hasn't been in there. So there's a few. Okay. So what else we got? Let's roll. Yeah. So sweets. Those are those two. Okay. Let's go over to events that are happening just really quickly. Of course, Terra Van Jam is happening. And if you want more information, because I didn't watch the whole thing. So if you are going, because Canadian borders are still closed, if you are to go from the US or anywhere else, you're still going to have to be quarantined for like 2 weeks before the event, so you need somewhere to crash. But Alex Smith went up on the Terra IG for a little explanation for like 15 minutes. So if you are over in Canada throwing loonies and dodging beavers and moose, drinking Timmy Hose, go check that out, and you might get some more information about the event. So that's pretty sweet. Van Jam. Again, they have their Dama, get a Dama, create a single trick competition contest that they're holding for Van Jam to try to get other people who are involved in it. That's pretty cool. What else we got? Dude, review if you didn't miss it, or if you didn't miss it, if you didn't listen to it last night, the other day, Adam went on with TJ. I don't know his last name. TJ Ken Colt. Ken Colt. TJ. You guys know him. If you don't know, you know Ken Colt. Very, very high quality, high end kendama reviews. Go check that out. I was watching it last night when I should have been going. I was like about to go to bed, but then I saw them live and I like tuned in where I thought it was going to be a little bit. Like I didn't even sit down. It was like pretty ridiculous. I was just in this room, like, okay, turned off my computer, was about to leave. I was like, check. Such a bad idea. Don't check your phone before you want to sleep. Check. And then I was like, oh, they're on. Yeah. Let me like listen for like a minute or so. I was standing here. I didn't even pull the chair out, but I was standing here for like a good 40 minutes watching, listening to the episode. It was a good episode. You should definitely go check it out. Especially, I'm very interested in that kind of stuff. They went pretty deep into the YouTuber side of it, like as well as just TJ, like why he started, where he is now, what he feels his content is going to be like in the future. Really cool information, cool stuff. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. Of course, review Cafe Kendama, Adam and TJ. That was a good one. What else we got? Okay, yeah, let's roll over to kendama.co. On their Instagram account, they are having a showdown. What is this? Hottest kendama bracket. That's what they're called, a bracket. I'm so not into sports at all, but I guess that's a common thing. So bracket. I'm not going to try to explain that. But in any case, they did one in the past. It was just like good looking kendama, and they took just a random grab of a bunch of different kendamas from a bunch of different companies and just put them up head to head in their Instagram account and their stories, and then would create a post for who the winner was, and it just continued on. I think, what does it start with? 16 Damas it starts with, and then they whittle down to the final. So go and vote for your favorite. Now they're doing one that's just for the pros. and so just the pro kendamas are up there right now. I think they're in their second or no, kind of each day they put up 2 bouts. So they're on their second day. So 4 bouts have gone down. So definitely go check it out. So they only have a few more to go. kendrama.co Instagram. Follow them, and we'll see who the winner is. I'm just going to guess right now. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out for the hottest kendama. Who's going to win? It's going to be the Adrian Esteban. They have his Spectraply Dama up there. Come on, are you kidding me? That's it. That maybe Max Norks World is gonna take it. But I'm going in for Adrian Esteban mod. It's gonna go top. Okay, what else we got? Okay, Soul's I should have done it before when I was talking about the Soul collab. Soul hanging out in the summer. People have just recently graduated and whatnot, so they're gathering, and every Wednesday, I believe, releasing a summer series mini kind of like vlog what's happening at the Soul House with these dudes. Pretty interesting stuff. I was to tell you the truth, a little disappointed when I saw that the videos were like 2 minutes. And I'm sure Colin Hislop is there and is the camera guy, and it seems like he's editing, cutting everything as well. So it can be very daunting. I've done vlogs in the past, and I can only imagine like within a week you have to round up stuff. Like so, there's a lot of stuff you could take and you could film. Who knows what could come out of it? But just 2 minutes, like man, I want like I was expecting like a 10-minute episode, 15 maybe is long, a 10-minute something from Soul. Like that would be sweet. I'm not saying I'm happy with what they're dishing out because no one else is doing that right now. And it's pretty good stuff. They throw in some of their humor in there as well. So that's cool. Get to know the dudes a little better. Just wish it was a little longer. That's it. But we'll see because they're going to be continuing. We'll see. Maybe they're going to extend it a little more. We don't know. All right. What? So yeah, so that's one thing to watch. Other things on YouTube. So yeah, other series that are happening. Kendama USA. All right. Mags is getting in the studio, I guess, in Atlanta, and they're having an Atlanta Vibes series. So there's not so much information on the post about this series, and I believe even not on the episode on YouTube as well. Another one I was a little disappointed about. Well, maybe just because in my head when I saw the posts of this beforehand, I thought it was going to be more in depth. Logan like talking about his kendama like a little more and kind of like what's been happening because dude has grown up a lot. So I'm sure a lot of things has changed for him. So I wanted to see. I thought I was expecting something along those lines, but then it was just like, oh, just some more tricks, which are of course ridiculous tricks. So go check that out. But interesting to see, yeah, Kendama USA getting back on YouTube, releasing an Atlanta Vibes series. Who knows if this is going to be like once a month, once a week? Probably not. Through 3 times a year, we don't know. But hey, they're doing something, and that's pretty sweet. And Mags is very skilled at what he does with his camera and editing, so that's pretty cool to see, definitely. And in the case that it continues or not, but also yeah, to see the players. You know, this was just one player come through. Well, let's hear what the other. Well, hopefully, there's more talking. That's what I'm gonna say. This would be a really cool series if they invited the players to come to Atlanta, film some tricks, and do a catch up. What's been going on? Or maybe they should just go all in the review so we could find out there. Or hey, Dominards, but dudes, I'm backed up. There's so much stuff. I feel like a little like bad about it because there's so much stuff that I have to do for Dominards. We have like 2 episodes already recorded. Like I'm editing one right now very slowly because there's so many other things like that I'm trying to do on the side, not even on the side, like main, and now that has become the side. So it's coming. Things are coming. Just it'll take a little time. Any case, let's go. Let's keep it rolling. There's a skateboard. Firefighter, not Forest Fire Customs. I've been following this dude for a while. I feel bad because I forgot the dude's name right now. Oh, and it's not written here. Damn it. I'm not going to. Oh, man. You guys know who I'm talking about. So, Forest Fire is in creating a bunch of like different wood burns and stuff. So, he hinted at a kendama shaped skateboard a while back, a deck, maybe like a month ago or something. And I talked about it, I think, here on the news corner segment, and said that Kendama USA was gifted 2 boards from a Japanese company, toy company that was bringing their kendamas to Japan to resell. And there was two of them, and I always looked at it. I was like, man, that seems like it's gonna break, or it's really like difficult to do anything with. It's just like a piece that you want to hang up, but it still looked cool. And then he released Forest Fire Customs. Says about what, like 20 decks have been handmade. Very interesting shape to it, because he kind of did keep the shape of the skateboard a little more than what I've seen from the Kendama USA Dama skateboard. There is like a tail, but it does say that it's very delicate. It's probably gonna break if you do any flip tricks. I know the dude's Daryl. It's like burning me right now because I forgot this dude's name. But yeah, he says like it's a cruiser. The dude skateboards, I know. So he's like thinking, if you're gonna do any flip tricks, this is probably not the board you want to get. So in the same vein as the Kit Corporation, the Kendama USA boards, it's just like, oh, it's a cool piece to like just cruise around and show off. Just cool. Show your support for Kendama. Derek, yeah, thank you. Okay. Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. 36 minutes, man. I'm rambling now. What else we had? Okay. There's 3 more things, everyone. 3 more things. Yes. Really quickly. Analog is back. They're another like smaller company that I really don't have so much info about. So I'd have to do more espionage on that stuff, but it seems like they have a recent kendama that is coming out, and their most recent posts, what was it, just 13 hours ago. Hey, I just right before this thing I took it down. Save the post that they haven't been releasing damas in the past year and a half. Hey, sounds like me with videos. Oh, shit. They haven't been releasing damas in the past year, but hey, they're going to be back on track. Let's hope what I'm going to do too. Back on track, making more damas for everyone. I always really liked the types of woods, their splices that they pretty much had. It always looked really nice. I love sucker for Zebrano, definitely. So looking forward to see what happens with them. There is another. Here we go. Quill kendama. If anyone's looking for a really heavy kendama, I just saw this and I was like, wow, it's very interesting to do, because they're selling Tama only options of Purple Heart sticky painted tamas. And I just think about how many tamas that I have that are heavy, and how many kens that I have sitting like that are all separate, that I've never put together, because I'm a stickler with having the weights kind of matched. And it's like, I don't need a heavy tama. It's cool. Whatever, gives the option, because some people maybe want that, because I'm just thinking all the kens that I have are either like, they're really, really light. They're like max, maybe you'll get like an 80 something, like an 85 gram ken. Other than that, they're going to be really, really lightweight. So I don't want a heavy one, but hey, if you want a heavy one, there it is. If you want, if you guys want to have a go back in time and feel what it was like to be the Terror Squad making the pill before a pill was even in their brain process of something that could become a product. Rod told me, he's like, all they did was get 2 tamas, string them together, and they would play games of Ken with just 2 string tamas. I did a crazy Ken game back in the day up on the YouTube channel. Definitely go check that out. But if you have a heavy tama and sticky paint, these things are so fun to play with. Very dangerous. It's like a bolo, but super fun. So hey, grab 2 of these and do that. Make a tama. I recommend it. They're super fun. Yeah. Yep. Beach is going to be heavy, and it's always like a hit or miss. Sometimes I guess more average, they'll be like pretty heavy with beach, but sometimes you can get stuff that tips the other way on the scale, but not so common. Okay, last one, everyone, and then I gotta go. WH Labs, WH Labs, We Labs. How are you supposed to spell that? Oh no, it is WH Labs. I don't know if everyone's seen this. I saw it because hashtag kendama. I follow hashtag kendama, and I found this post that they have of blocks. What are they called? Worry bricks. Interesting name, because I guess they're shaped like bricks, and you're going to be worried that you drop them, but you're not going to drop them because there's magnets in them. Very interesting. Again, this one just reminded me of this old JKA, Japanese Kendama Association dude I met years ago in the Sioux lab that came and played kendama with us. And he showed me this shit that he made called cap. And it was bottle caps. He had two bottle cap and a bottle cap, and they were glued together. Inside of it was a magnet. So he had two of those, and he just had them attached with a string. And he would just do like spacewalks, hand rolls, like swirls and stuff. And then it would just like blip, like snap back on. I was like, oh, cap. That's very funny, very interesting. And it was like for shits and giggles, it was fun. So then I saw this dude. I saw, hey, there you go. You got worry bricks that you want to mess around with. And I'm like, just all you got to do is put a string on there, or at least a string option. If you had some sort of like hole that was drilled in there and you could attach a string if you wanted to, that's where it is. Oh, there's magnetic beglery. I have the hardest time saying that word. Beglery. That's it. Beglery. Yeah. Any case, that's it, everyone. That's it. Yes, that's it. Okay. That's it. I gotta get going. Happy Father's Day to all you kendama dads out there. And hopefully you're enjoying the rest of your weekend. Stay safe. I'll be back with another round of weekly Dama news next week. If you're joining on Instagram, sorry, I'm always like looking over at the camera because YouTube. But if you're joining on Instagram, I am archiving these videos over on YouTube, on the YouTube channel, so that you can't find them here anymore. Yeah, released, yeah, cap, definitely. And enjoy. We'll see you guys and girls later, and have a good one. That's it. All right. Cut it off. Where's my mouse? End the stream. Peace out. And